Welcome back. I've got a Blu-ray and DVD update for June. Went a little crazy there. Kino had a sale and I went a little crazy on that. I also partaked of the Scream Factory Summer of Fear sale, which I actually think is still going on through the 18th. It's not that good a sale though. I mean, you can save $1 here or $1 there compared to Amazon prices, but I went ahead and made an order. So I have a little bit of news. Let me do that first. 1984's Scream for Help is going to be released by Scream Factory. The Wreck films, probably everybody has seen this, but the Wreck films are getting a box set from Scream Factory as well. Scream Factory is also releasing Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, and a collector's edition, no less. I mean, you know, scraping the bottom of the barrel here. What's next? Howling 7 in a collector's edition. I'll probably get it, but I think it's just a horrible, horrible film. Scream Factory is also releasing Exorcist 2: The Heretic, which I think really, objectively, The Heretic was a good movie. Richard Burton was great in it. The only problem I see with the movie is the ending was terrible. I mean, it was just laughable, and they blew it with the ending, I think. The Changeling is coming out from Severin. Coming July 23rd, Powerhouse Indicators releasing yet another Hammer classic box set. This one's got Camp on Blood Island, Yesterday's Enemy, Stranglers of Bombay, which is a really good movie, and Terror of the Tongues, which is a very cool Christopher Lee film. A company called Network of the UK is releasing Who Can Kill Teddy Bear, which is a really, really good proto-slasher. And then Miss Leslie's Dolls. Those are two really good films that were desperate for a release. Universal, which, you know, we all have the old Universal classic horror film sets. That 30 film box set is now coming out on Blu-ray. You know, so that's going to be what the quadruple dip that I'll probably have on that. And in concert with that, they're also releasing, or in conjunction with that, they're releasing the Creature from Black Lagoon Legacy set in Blu-ray and Invisible Man. So you can either get the 30 films in the individual Legacy sets or just buy the 30 film box set. Okay, here's what I picked up. First up, this is from Scream Factory. I paid $13 for it. This is Captain America. Whoops, Captain America. $13. What the heck? It doesn't have. Ooh, man, the lighting in here is not good. The glare is terrible. Let me see here. Special feature wise, we've got a featurette. That's really it. Huh. This is a collector's edition? Special features are a featurette. Oh well. This one pains me. I finally went ahead and bought the Amityville horror box set, and I was at Walmart, which I hardly ever go to Walmart. They had this thing for $29, so I overpaid for it from Scream Factory, but it is what it is, right? Next up, this is an interesting film I got from Ronin Flicks, Island Claws, which is a early 1980s film that was written by Rico Browning, of all people. If you like kaiju films, this is a fun little crab movie. The crabs, basically mutated crabs, kill a bunch of people, and then you've got this giant mutated crab at the end of it. It's fun. If you like kaiju films, you'll like it. It has a special feature-wise. It has an interview with Rico Browning. Rico Browning is such a gentleman. He really is a great guy, or was. I think he's dead now, unfortunately. Let's see what else we got here. Burn Witch Burn, which I'm not sure how this escaped my collection, but it's It's there now. Burn Witch Burn. Classic 60s horror film. Chuck Norris in Code of Silence. This is a Kino. This was part of the Kino mega purchases I made. This has got an audio commentary track, an interview with the screenwriter. It does not. It has an interview with the composer as well, but no interview with Chuck Norris. It's a fun little film. This is a guilty. Well, this is more than a guilty pleasure. It's like, this is a fun film. Celtic Pride. Love this film. Dan Aykroyd. I mean, Daniel Stern is just great in it. Love this film. And this has a audio commentary track. Actually, it's got a loose piece there. Next up is Night Kill. And Night Kill, yeah, I think it's got a, it does have it's got an audio commentary track by film historian Howard Berger and Nathaniel Thompson, newly remastered in HD. This is a 1980 film. Next up, The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. Have not seen this Jodie Foster film, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's got an audio commentary track with the director and an on-camera interview with Martin Sheen, the early Martin Sheen right there. Cyborg 2087. I think I picked this up from Kino mainly because it was cheap. It does have an audio commentary track with Chris Alexander and a trailer. 1966. Cyborg, starring Michael Rennie. Here's another, this was $9. I went ahead and picked this up. This is a serial back in the 50s, I believe, Adventures of Captain Marvel. It has an audio commentary track as well. 1941. And another Kino. I went nuts on Kino. This is Psychopath. And this has an audio commentary track as well. And a trailer. The Psychopath. It's got Patrick Widmark in it, who's always good. I don't know. I went, you know, when you get on and buy these things, you get on these massive purchasing binges, you ultimately, or at least I do, end up buying something you didn't even intend to buy. And that's where this would qualify. Mastermind. It's a comedy spoof of kind of the James Bond, Peter Sellers, Pink Panther. No special features. 1976. It's Zero Mostel plays a Chinese Peter Sellers, basically. It's not particularly funny, not particularly good, honestly. I watched it. It's a pass, but I own it now. I picked up a TV series that Cellular Terror was talking about, and that's Lee Van Cleef, The Master. Looking forward to jumping into this at some point. I'm not sure when, but yeah, this was, I picked this up for $25. Now here's a film, I watched this on Prime, and I loved it. Never seen it before. It was an 80s horror film. And I was like, my gosh, I looked for it, and all I could find was the DVD. And then I realized it had a Code Red, had a Blu-ray. And so here is The Dark. The Dark is a really, really good suspenseful horror film. Gritty. It's got that gritty grindhouse, late 70s, early 80s feel to it. A lot of fun. Highly recommend this one. Special feature-wise, what do we got here? We have a brand new 2K scan, and then audio commentary with the producer and the director, and an on-camera interview with the composer. So yeah, this is one that I would definitely recommend if you haven't got it. Here's a release from Scorpion, and that is Humongous. Humongous is I would say it's a third tier slasher film, but it does have some charm. I liked it, and I really was excited to get it on Blu-ray. This has a slipcover. Humongous. It has an audio commentary track with the director. This has got Nightmare Theater mode. And then you can, well, it's got two cuts of the film. It's R-rated and an unrated. There's the internal look. It's got a reversible artwork. So yeah, it's humongous. Not a great slasher, but it's fun. This is a film I've been waiting for. Grew up on this one. Saw it at the drive-in. Night of the Lepus. Giant killer bunny rabbits. Oh man, I'm probably gonna watch this tonight. Can't wait to get into this bad boy. Brings back the memories, sitting in my back seat of my parents' car with one eyeball over the seat and one eyeball under the seat, waiting for something scary to happen so I could duck down in the seat. I mean, I saw that probably when I was 8 years old. Night Visitor, Max von Sydow. I mean, Max von Sydow is just gold. You know, he was just, anything he's in, bank on it, it's gold. Another drive-in classic that scared the hell out of me was It's Alive trilogy. I have the DVD. This Blu-ray looks like it's this Blu-ray set looks like it's pretty much a port over of the features from the DVD. It's got audio commentaries by Larry Cohen for all three films. Interviews with the writer and director Larry Cohen. So yeah, that's It's Alive. This was one that truly scared me. It's hilarious now. I mean, it's just entertaining cheese. But when I was a kid, man, that one got to me. Rawhead Rex. This is the Kino release, and it was cheap. That's why I bought it. I think this is the R-rated version. But you know, I'm not a big fan of this movie. I'm fine with that, I think, for the price I paid. It is in a slip box. So you've actually got alternate artwork too. Look at that. Rawhead Rex. I mean, I think this is a fun movie. It's not a great movie though. It's actually got a booklet too. Well, yeah, it's got a booklet. So that's Rawhead Rex. More Kino. The Projected Man. This is some classic stuff I grew up with as a kid from watching it on TV. Special feature wise, it's a new 2K scan, interview with the director and the actress Mary Peach. Alternate opening and theatrical trailer. Okay. Picked this up relatively cheap from Scream Factory, their Summer of Fear sale, and that is Fender Bender. Haven't seen it. Heard it was pretty good. Most people say it's pretty good. It does have the slip cover and a few special features. There's the internal artwork is reversible sleeve. I like that. That looks good. Yeah, you might want to go to the Summer of Fear Scream Factory sale this weekend and just check it out. You can there's a few things you can pick up for a few bucks cheaper than what you could say pick it up on Amazon. Here is another Kino purchase. This is Colossus: The Forbidden Project. No, this is not Kino. This was the Scream Factory purchase. And it has a audio commentary track and an interview with actor Eric Braeden. And finally, The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. This is another film I saw in the drive-in. I think this was a double bill. It's funny, I can remember shit like this that I saw in the 70s, you know, when I was 8, 9 years old. Now I can't remember my better half's birthday, but I can remember this. I can remember it was on a double bill with the other two-headed film with Rosie Greer. That one, it was like a double bill. There you go. That's my collection update. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of those titles. I also ordered a bunch of stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, but some of it, one part of it was a pre-order, and so I guess the whole package is stuck with the pre-order. It's supposed to be coming any day now, so looking forward to that. Anyway, I will be back with some reviews shortly. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.